Remember that part? That was on RT. I was on a face-to-face talk with one of the white men. Yeah, yeah, and whether it's Mary or whoever, all in it, those people, after they look and they see, wait a minute, I was on what's the name, one time, Fox News. That's it. Because of the attitude, they say, oh no, they ain't getting that nigga nobody. Because he got the wrong attitude. But you would look at O'Reilly program and you would see some of the Negroes supposed to be tough guys on there every week. Because they had a certain, they had a certain attitude. You see what I mean? You didn't see them? Okay. I'm going to get back to, we have a specific program, not program, we have a specific thing we have to do here in America. And it's bigger, it's big, and it's serious. And it's bigger than losing a building or something like that. We'll get that stuff back when we need it. Allah give it back to us, when we need it. Right now, I'll go back and pay the taxes and stuff, but we're in the middle of World War III. So technically, I'm going to go there, pay a little taxes, run around the block a few times, and I'll probably come right on back here to stick with, because this stuff is happening right now. It's happening right now, and everybody have the picture according to their vision, how they see it. So the Chinese see everything the way they see it. And they got the smartest people all sitting in the embassies and everything. They got a whole crew. They're not doing bad. But there's things that we see that might be a help to them, and they got all of that stuff. Because you have to realize sometimes that Allah gives certain people and organizations certain gifts, and their gifts are superior in some aspects than the other people. And the other thing is, at a world at war, and the world is at war at our team, it would be deserting the battlefield going back to Oakland again. We ain't lost nothing back there. Just a little bit of this, right? If you consider what's going on there, what's happening now, see, you have to remember that we're different and we're bigger than we was years ago when that stuff was happening in Oakland. The Negroes from the last time, it's been a month or two, you don't hear from them. They either gave them the property on some tax thing or whatever they did. We'll get it back. They don't have no, on some things they have, when the time go past, but not on things like that type of theft. Statute of limitations, yeah. That type of theft, that's what they did. They did definite theft with federal and state support. The police would come get me out of our building with our name on the thing, dated, and not all arrest reports when we was still within all the time limits of everything, right? And it's all in the courts. So we're not going to waste our time back there now. Go back there for a week or two, pay a little taxes or something. Because I just tell you, we're in a global war. We're in it. And we're going to upgrade what we're doing here. Yeah, we're going to upgrade. We're going to do what it's not what we could have been doing or should have been doing. We believe that Allah have us do everything at the right time. So if something has been kept out of the media, or something been hidden, it was hidden because, not because we didn't know it, but because it's time, leave it hid. Just leave it hid. But there is a time, this is during the time of World War III. And we're proud and happy to be in this. Just like the hadith we was reading about, I'm satisfied with Allah as my Lord, Islam is my religion, and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the messenger. We're satisfied with Allah, that Allah done brought us all this way with all this stuff. People haven't even got 1/10 of the way without becoming imbalanced, crazy, or greedy, right, or something, or chasing cutie pies. Somebody tell us sometime, but Reverend so-and-so, he had 2, 3 girlfriends. I said, Reverend, what the hell? What are you, right? And then, but the Muslims, I said, that's scaring them. That's not no Muslim, Imam. Them niggas was fronted by the government that they wouldn't even give me the time of the day 10 years ago, right? So they are now, you know what they are now, but they've been that. Right? They've been, whatever they are, they've been that. They've been doing that all along. That's what they were. That's who put them there. Yeah, when Muslims are building organizations, they put them there. And everybody else in these big organizations and all the Negroes, they're there because somebody put them there and they're singing the song and we don't sound right. They said, "Oh, you out of tune. We can't have you here. We singing old hymns, you know. We singing praises to Boss Man. We can't have you here. You can't sing with us." I said, "Fine. Not only I can't, I won't." Okay, just remember the time for our input. Just look at it like this. We've always had input. Why we know we always, because everybody's listening. If they had Dirchewella here, if they had they don't take you off the list, so that nigga don't make no sense. What they do is, my God, whew, he's really making sense now. You know what I mean? And you got to remember, they can't do that. All the information they have, all them, they can't figure, they cannot put it together. They cannot put, it's a gift from Allah. I already know it is. It's a gift from Allah to be able to leisurely just go to sleep and wake up. Every time you wake up, you come up with a solution when it's needed. You know, oh yeah, okay, this is it. Therefore, the Taliban was a strategic withdrawal. It wasn't just running off, it was a strategic withdrawal. They say we just have to take everybody laughing at us. But that strategic withdrawal is going to cost them more than they would benefit. Here's what I mean. Because, like, if you look at the world, there's Iran, there's Iraq, there's all of those. Okay. We have to, in our education and informational programs, we have to draw people in. Example, if you look at India and China, they're usually on different sides of a thing. And you can't hardly watch Indian TV. I said, oh no, there's that lady lies so bad. I said, good. And I mean, she's a nice looking lady. I said, well, how can a woman look so nice and be such a damn liar? I mean, all this got to be is China. And this mother scribbles over there in China, effing up every. Boy, that lady lies. I said, man, this is cold. That's why it's so, information is so, right? We have to have our own global information networks and maybe 3 different, right? We got to get that quick. And if Iran hasn't got the satellite out there to put up 3 things, then the Chinese can do it. Or the Russians. Remember, they're strategic allies right now. They're strategic allies, and for so-called non-believers, they're not doing that bad. Syria in 3 weeks stopped them bombs from in 2015. They rolled in and they just said, that's it. And I said, but the U.S. has been there for 2 years now. And they haven't stopped nothing. Why? They didn't want to, of course, right? So, okay, remember, this is a global war. And in a global war, it's not a Christian war against this, it's a global war. And in a global war, you got all kind of allies. Well, if you're going to make it, you're going to have all kind of allies. And here we already got 2 atomic powers that the U.S. has messed up with. We have to help them be smart. We know how to affect the U.S. mind, right? We have to help them make the right moves. You got all the power, you did all that, you good. But here's a couple of extra things, right? That's our job. That's why we're not going to waste no time in California. Because right now, this is what's going on in the process right now. We have to help our allies, right? Just like Franklin Roosevelt and them had the arsenal of democracy, right? The U.S., no bombs dropped on the U.S. cornfields from Iowa, from here to Iowa, right? They fed the whole world. They fed all their allies, and there was a period when they supplied them with tanks and armor and everything. Later on now, they can't leave them out. They was doing their own stuff after a while, but they still needed support. The British needed food, and they was sinking convoys all day long going to Britain, right? They were sinking them all day long, and they still had surplus food. No skinny Americans, right? And they was feeding the world. They were, at that time, call it the arsenal of democracy. Okay, we're not the arsenal of democracy. We're the arsenal of ill, let me write that down before I forget it, and implementation. Ill. Okay, why is this important? It's important because we got the Zionist number. It's just clear. We got their number. You know, they can't, nothing they can do. And it's out in front. So if I catch a cold and all that, too much cold and too much, I caught a virus, all it do is turn everybody to, let's see what he left behind and all the stuff. That's why I said we need some the little things you stick in the computer and download all that stuff. A jump drive, is that what they call it?
It's an external drive, like an external hard drive.
And how long do it take to download all this stuff?
Probably at my house, probably about a week. But I can start the process if you want.
No. I definitely want. I want 2 of them jump drives with all of this right here. I'll start with that. All of this stuff in one and all of the stuff in the other. Yeah, all of it. remember, we already got enough to do what we got to do. Remember, we got that stuff downloaded from before. Remember that?
I remember giving you.
Yeah. Well, we want to. You can't overdo it. You can't overdo it. Cause boss man, if he got you surrounded, if he get rid of you, then all of a sudden you look up, the library is gone, all of that's gone, all of that, and you can't tell. Well, where is it all at? I don't know. It's gone. Mhm. So ilm and implementation. Okay, now the ilm, the knowledge, and how to implement. Technically what this means is that Allah suspended all of that stuff that was going on.